In life, we often get lost in the expectations of others, in the pre-established paths, and in the constant search for external validation. But true peace and clarity come when we stop seeking outside of ourselves what can only be found within. This video is an invitation to find yourself, reconnect with your essence, and discover who you really are, beyond other people's opinions and the roles that have been imposed on you. It's easy to get lost in the crowd, but what truly matters is knowing who you are when you strip away all the layers of expectations, fears, and doubts. Today, we will explore how to begin that journey towards your true self, the self that has always been there, waiting to be discovered. Because when you find the person you are at your core, your life changes forever. The first step to finding yourself is introspection. Introspection isn't just about reflecting on what you've done, but diving deep into your being, listening to your thoughts, and understanding your emotions without judgment. We live in a noisy world where external voices tell us what to do, how to live, and who we should be. However, the key to discovering your true self lies in finding silence, stepping away from all of that, and looking within. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself who you really are? Not as someone who follows a job or a social role, but as a person with unique dreams, desires, and values. This is a moment to look at your life from a new perspective, not as a set of obligations, but as a journey of self-discovery. The answer is not in what others expect of you. The answer is in what you feel in your heart, in what truly makes you vibrate. Introspection allows you to hear your inner voice, the one that knows what truly makes you happy, what truly gives you peace. When you begin to pay attention to it, you realize that many of the beliefs and thoughts you've had about yourself aren't really yours. They are thoughts influenced by what others have said, by societal expectations, by imposed norms. It's time to release that burden, to break the chains that bind you to a version of yourself that isn't authentic. Finding yourself is about stripping away those false identities and starting to live from the deepest part of your being, without fear of what others think. Take a few minutes to sit in silence. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Ask yourself the following questions. What do I really want for my life? What makes me feel fulfilled and connected with myself? How can I start living more authentically every day? This exercise not only helps you discover your desires and values, but also brings you closer to your true self. Self-confidence begins when you allow yourself to be honest with yourself, when you put aside the masks you've created and let yourself be who you truly are. Once you begin the process of introspection, you face one of the most common barriers on the road to self-knowledge: external expectations. From an early age, we are taught to live according to what others expect of us: our parents, teachers, friends, society. We are told what career to choose, which paths to take, how we should behave to be accepted. But what happens when those expectations don't align with what we really want? The real question we must ask ourselves is, how can I live according to my own desires and values, instead of living to meet others' expectations? The answer isn't always easy, because it involves breaking away from what's established, challenging norms, and making decisions that may not be understood by others. But it is the only path to authenticity. Think of something you've done in your life simply because you thought it was what you should do, according to others' expectations. Now imagine you had followed your own desire, your own intuition. What would you have felt if you had had the courage to act from your true self? That's what it means to find yourself, to release the fear of being judged, and start living on your own terms, not under the terms of others. It's normal to feel fear or insecurity at first. Society tends to pressure you to follow certain paths, but true freedom and confidence come when you stop seeking others' approval and focus on what truly makes you feel fulfilled and at peace. Breaking the chains of external expectations is not an act of rebellion, but an act of self-care. along the journey towards self-knowledge, there's something else you will inevitably encounter. Your fears. Every human being has fears, whether deep and unconscious ones or more obvious fears. Fear of failure, rejection, not being enough. But to truly find yourself, you must first face those fears instead of running from them. Fear arises from the unknown, from what we cannot control. However, fear only has power over us when we give it space to grow in our minds. Knowing your fears is the first step to freeing yourself from them. What is it that really scares you? What's preventing you from acting? Reflecting on your fears and putting them into perspective helps you realize that, in many cases, fear is an illusion created by our own insecurities. When you face your fears, you realize that many of the barriers you've built in your mind are not real. They are just thoughts and limiting beliefs. The first step to overcoming them is accepting them without judgment. Instead of resisting them, allow yourself to feel that fear without letting it control you. When you do this, what once seemed insurmountable becomes a manageable part of your self-discovery process. It's important to understand that fears don't disappear immediately, but when you learn to face them with courage, they gradually lose their power. The more you face what you fear, the freer you become to be yourself. And that's one of the most powerful ways to find your true essence. Take a few minutes and reflect on a fear you've been avoiding. Ask yourself, what is preventing me from acting? What's the worst that could happen if I face this fear? How will I feel after having faced it? This exercise will help you put your fears into perspective and give you the courage to face them. By embracing your fears and not letting them dominate you, you will take a great step towards self-knowledge and true confidence. When you face your fears, something powerful begins to happen. You realize that you are not limited by them, that you can act despite feeling vulnerable. Fear no longer has the same power over you, because you've started to acknowledge it and accept it as a natural part of your life, but not as a barrier. True strength comes when you act despite fear, not when you let it paralyze you. Every time you face a fear and move forward, even when discomfort is present, you build a new level of confidence. That's the confidence that comes from knowing you're capable of facing anything, from knowing that no matter how big the obstacles are, you always have within you the ability to overcome them. It's a confidence in your resilience, your capacity for growth, your inner strength. The next time you face a fear, don't run from it. Face it, realize it's just a step on your path to self-knowledge. Fear is not your enemy. It's a sign that you're pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone, and that's where you truly grow. Make every challenge an opportunity to move forward, and watch your confidence grow exponentially. As you face each fear, you start to realize that it no longer has the same grip on you. What once seemed like a huge obstacle begins to feel smaller, and with each challenge, you strengthen your ability to confront the unknown. This process of continuous growth builds a confidence that is unshakable because it's rooted in your personal experiences of overcoming difficulties. Each time you step into discomfort and confront your fears head-on, you're building not just confidence but a deep trust in your own resilience. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes to approach life with courage and clarity. Instead of avoiding challenges, you begin to actively seek them out as opportunities to expand and grow. The key is to remember that fear is a normal and natural response, but it doesn't have to control you. It's simply an emotion signaling that you're moving beyond what's familiar. Embrace it, understand it, and use it as fuel to keep pushing forward. Over time, you'll notice that your confidence grows not because the challenges become easier, but because you become stronger, more adaptable, and better equipped to handle them. You become someone who no longer fears the unknown, but welcomes it with the mindset that you can handle whatever comes your way. This is the true essence of Stoic competence, the ability to remain calm, composed, and determined, regardless of external circumstances. When you cultivate this mindset, nothing in life can shake your foundation. because you know that the most powerful thing you can rely on is yourself. So, the next time you feel fear rising within you, remember, it's a sign of growth. It's the universe's way of reminding you that you are capable of achieving something greater than where you are now. Step into that fear with the knowledge that on the other side of it, you'll find a version of yourself who is stronger, wiser, and more confident than ever before. The journey of self-confidence and personal growth is never linear. There will be days when fear seems louder and doubts creep in. But the more you practice facing your fears, the quieter those doubts become. You begin to understand that fear isn't something to be avoided, but something to be embraced as part of your evolution. Every time you step into discomfort, you are reinforcing your belief in your own capabilities. As you build this confidence, you start to notice changes in the way you approach challenges. You no longer freeze or hesitate in moments of uncertainty. Instead, you take a step forward, trusting in the process and knowing that even if you stumble, it's part of the learning experience. The more you trust yourself, the more natural this becomes. Confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about acknowledging your fear and choosing to act anyway. It's about understanding that the strength to overcome any obstacle has always been within you, and that the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. With each challenge faced, you not only build confidence in your ability to handle difficult situations, but also in your ability to keep moving forward, regardless of the obstacles that arise. This kind of confidence isn't dependent on perfect circumstances or guarantees of success. Instead, it's about knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way and that you are capable of rising above any setback. As you grow in your ability to face fear with courage, you begin to realize that you are not defined by your challenges, but by how you respond to them. And as you continue to strengthen this inner resilience, you become an example to those around you. You show them that it's not the absence of fear that makes you strong, but the ability to act with determination, regardless of the fear that may be present. Your confidence becomes contagious, inspiring others to embrace their own fears and rise to meet the challenges in their lives. Remember, every step you take towards confronting fear is a step towards unlocking your true potential. Confidence grows in the arena of challenge, and by continually choosing to face your fears, you build a foundation of unshakable self-belief. No matter how hard the path may seem, you'll know that you have the strength and courage to walk it. So keep pushing forward, even when the fear seems overwhelming. Embrace the discomfort and watch as your confidence grows in ways you never imagined. You are capable of more than you realize, and every fear you face is an opportunity to prove that to yourself. As you continue to face your fears, something extraordinary begins to happen. You start to change your perspective on life itself. What do once seem like barriers or obstacles now become stepping stones. Your understanding of fear shifts from something negative to a vital tool for growth. Each time you confront what scares you, you unlock a new level of potential within yourself that you never knew existed. Fear is no longer something that paralyzes you. Instead, it becomes a signal that you are moving beyond your comfort zone, expanding your limits, and becoming the person you were always meant to be. Just no longer about avoiding fear, but learning to use it to propel you forward. This is where true empowerment lies, in realizing that fear is not the enemy, but an ally. Every challenge you face, no matter how daunting, becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You begin to see the beauty in the struggle, knowing that with each difficulty you overcome, you become more capable of achieving your dreams. Stoics believe that true strength is not shown in avoiding challenges, but in facing them with composure and wisdom. It's about maintaining your peace and clarity even when the world around you seems chaotic. This inner strength, built through facing fears and overcoming adversity, becomes the foundation of your confidence. It's not a fleeting confidence based on external success or approval. It's a deep, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing you have the inner resources to handle anything life throws at you. Over time, as you continue to face fear and grow through each experience, you will begin to notice a shift in how others perceive you. People will start to see you as someone who is unshakable, someone who handles adversity with grace. Your confidence will no longer need to be proclaimed. It will be felt, seen, and experienced by everyone around you. This kind of confidence emanates from within, and it inspires others to rise to their own challenges. But the real gift of this journey is not just the external validation or admiration you may receive. It's the internal transformation. You begin to understand that true peace and power come not from the absence of fear, but from your ability to move through it with unwavering confidence. You know that fear is temporary, but the strength and confidence you build in the process are permanent. The more you practice this, the more it becomes second nature. Fear no longer holds you back. Instead, you embrace it, knowing that it is simply a sign that you are growing, expanding, and evolving into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. This is where true freedom lies, in choosing to act despite fear, to keep moving forward, even when it feels uncertain, and to trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Every time you take that step forward, no matter how small, you reaffirm your power to overcome anything. You build a life based not on avoiding fear or discomfort, but on embracing the challenges that life presents with courage and conviction. And with each step you take, you move closer to becoming the person you are truly meant to be. As you progress on this path, you'll notice how your sense of purpose becomes more defined. Every fear you face and every challenge you overcome sharpens your understanding of who you are and what truly matters. You begin to live with intention, knowing that each moment is an opportunity to reinforce the strength and confidence you've cultivated. This confidence doesn't just affect how you face the world, it changes the way you experience life itself. No longer do you feel at the mercy of external circumstances. You understand that your inner world is the only thing you can control, and with that knowledge comes a sense of profound freedom. You can weather any storm because you have built the mental and emotional tools necessary to navigate through adversity. Your resilience begins to show in every aspect of your life. You act decisively, without hesitation, because you know that even when things don't go according to plan, you can handle it. This certainty in your own ability creates a powerful momentum that propels you forward. No longer do you let setbacks define you. They become mere detours, ways to refine your skills and grow even stronger. You will also realize that as your confidence grows, so does your capacity for empathy and understanding. As you face and overcome your own fears, you begin to understand the fears of others. You learn to be more patient, more compassionate, and more supportive. You see the struggles others face not as weaknesses, but as opportunities for them to grow, just as you have grown. This deeper connection with others fosters a sense of community and shared strength. In time, this confidence transforms your relationships. You become someone others look to for guidance and inspiration, not because you have all the answers, but because you have the courage to face whatever comes your way with grace and poise. Your energy becomes magnetic. People are drawn to your sense of calm, your certainty, and your unwavering belief in your ability to handle anything life throws at you. The more you continue this practice, the more natural it becomes to respond with wisdom and clarity instead of reaction. The days of being controlled by fear, doubt, and external expectations fade into the background. Your mind becomes a sanctuary of peace, a place where you trust yourself completely and know that no matter what happens, you can navigate it with confidence. This mental and emotional mastery becomes a powerful tool in achieving your goals. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable now appear as challenges to be tackled with strategy and resolve. You know that success is not about avoiding failure, but about learning from it, improving, and pressing on. The belief in yourself becomes unshakable because you know that success is not about getting everything right the first time. It's about persistence and growth. In the end, the most profound change that occurs is this shift in your self-image. You stop seeing yourself as someone who is at the mercy of circumstances, and instead, you see yourself as someone who creates their own path. You begin to understand that you are not defined by what happens to you, but by how you respond. Your identity becomes rooted in your ability to face life's challenges with dignity, courage, and unwavering confidence. And with that, you unlock a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. You realize that the journey of self-mastery, while challenging, is the most rewarding one. Every step you take toward overcoming fear, embracing discomfort, and responding with purpose brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. The confidence that you've cultivated becomes the bedrock upon which you build a life of meaning, power, and impact. As you continue to build this inner confidence, you start to realize that the journey itself becomes as important as the destination. Every step you take, every fear you face, and every challenge you conquer becomes a part of who you are. You no longer chase external validation, because you are already validated by your own strength, resilience, and ability to handle whatever comes your way. The more you practice this, the more effortless it becomes. Over time, fear no longer feels like an obstacle. It becomes a natural part of the growth process. You begin to see challenges as opportunities to refine your abilities and push the boundaries of what you once thought possible. Your mind becomes stronger, your decisions more aligned with your true purpose, and your actions more decisive. The beauty of this journey is that it's never truly complete. There's always room to grow, always opportunities to expand your limits and deepen your understanding of yourself. Each day is a new chance to reinforce your confidence, to choose purpose over impulse, and to act with the clarity and wisdom that comes from deep self-awareness. You start to realize that confidence is not just an internal experience. It also shapes the way you engage with the world. Your actions become more impactful, your presence more commanding. People notice the energy you radiate, the calmness, the assurance, the unshakable belief that you can face anything. This confidence draws others to you, not because you're perfect, but because you embody the strength and authenticity that people subconsciously crave. And as you continue on this path, you begin to understand that real success is not measured by external achievements, but by the peace and satisfaction you feel within. You've stopped seeking validation from others because you've learned to validate yourself. This internal peace becomes the foundation for everything else: your actions, your relationships, and your accomplishments. The process of growing into your most confident self is the key to living the life of fulfillment. It's about having the courage to make choices that align with your values, to stand firm in the face of adversity, and to trust in your ability to navigate the unknown. You become the creator of your own destiny, not a passive participant, waiting for circumstances to change. Every fear you face, every challenge you overcome, contributes to the person you're becoming. This isn't just about confidence in moments of victory. It's about trusting yourself when things aren't going according to plan, knowing that you have the strength to adapt and thrive, no matter what. As you continue to develop this unshakable confidence, you'll notice that life doesn't necessarily get easier, but it does become more manageable. The obstacles you encounter no longer seem insurmountable because you know that you have the power to handle them. You understand that the true measure of your strength is not in avoiding difficulty, but in your ability to stay calm and determined when faced with it. In the end, the confidence you build through these experiences will become a reflection of your inner power and self-mastery. And while there will always be new challenges, Each one will bring with it an opportunity for further growth. The more you trust yourself and embrace the uncomfortable, the more you realize that there is no limit to what you can achieve. As you continue on this journey, something incredible begins to happen. You stop seeing life as a series of obstacles to overcome, and instead you start to see it as a series of opportunities to express your strength and authenticity. The challenges you face become the canvas on which you paint the story of your life, and every moment is a chance to demonstrate your resilience and unshakable confidence. This shift in perspective allows you to take a more active role in creating the life you desire. You no longer wait for things to align perfectly or for circumstances to change. You take the reins, knowing that your confidence will guide you through any storm. This sense of agency becomes one of the most empowering aspects of your transformation. No longer are you a passive observer, but an active participant in your own story. The more you practice the principles of Stoicism and build your confidence through fear and adversity, the more you realize that the true power lies not in avoiding discomfort, but in embracing it. You start to view discomfort as a signal of growth, a sign that you are pushing your limits and stepping into new territory. This is where the magic happens. When you embrace the discomfort of growth, you unlock a power within you that was always there, waiting to be realized. With this newfound sense of power, your approach to life changes completely. You begin to make decisions from a place of confidence, not fear. You no longer hesitate or second-guess yourself because you trust that you have the ability to navigate whatever challenges arise. Every decision becomes an opportunity to reinforce your unshakable confidence because you know that no matter the outcome, you will handle it with grace and strength. As you continue to evolve, something even more profound happens. You start to become a source of inspiration to others. Your confidence, rooted in your own self-mastery, becomes contagious. People around you begin to take notice of the way you handle adversity with composure and calm, and they too are inspired to develop their own inner strength. Your presence becomes a reminder to others that they too have the power to face their fears and live confidently. This ripple effect extends far beyond your immediate circle. As you continue to grow and live with purpose, you become part of a larger movement, one that challenges others to break free from their fears, embrace their true selves, and build unshakable confidence. Your journey becomes a beacon for those who are still searching for their own path, showing them that confidence is not a destination, but a lifelong process of growth and self-discovery. With each step forward, you become more deeply rooted in your own identity. You no longer seek validation from the outside world because you have found the deepest validation within yourself. Your confidence is no longer contingent upon what others think or say about you. It is grounded in your own sense of self-worth and purpose. And this confidence becomes the bedrock of your success. Whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth, the unshakable belief in yourself is what enables you to achieve your goals and live a life that aligns with your deepest values. The confidence you've cultivated allows you to pursue your dreams without fear of failure, because you know that failure is simply a stepping stone on the path to success. At the end of the day, this journey towards self-discovery and confidence isn't just about achieving external success. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. The person who moves through life with courage, clarity, and unwavering belief in their own abilities. It's about living a life that is authentic and true to who you are, no matter what the world throws your way. So, as you continue on this journey, remember that every challenge, every fear, and every setback is simply an opportunity to strengthen your confidence and expand your potential. Ability to navigate life's complexities with calm and purpose. The more you embrace the discomfort of growth, the more you step into your true power. The journey is ongoing, but with each step, you become stronger, wiser, and more confident. And as you continue to grow, you'll find that nothing is impossible, because you know that the greatest strength comes from within. As you continue on this journey toward unshakable confidence, remember that the path is never linear. There will always be new challenges, but with each one you grow stronger, more resilient, and more capable of facing whatever comes your way. Confidence isn't about avoiding fear or discomfort, but about choosing to face them head-on, trusting in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you. By embracing this stoic approach, you become the creator of your own destiny. You no longer wait for external circumstances to align. You take control, step forward, and move through life with purpose, clarity, and unshakable confidence. And with every step, you inspire others to do the same. Your confidence doesn't just empower you, it becomes a beacon of strength and inspiration for others to follow. As you continue to live authentically and face your fears, you'll see how your presence changes the world around you. Your confidence is the foundation of your success, and by trusting in yourself, you unlock endless possibilities. So, take the next step today. Trust in your journey, embrace discomfort, and continue to build the confidence that will carry you through any challenge. You are capable of more than you realize, and your potential is limitless. If you want to continue strengthening your mindset, building unshakable confidence, and learning more about the Stoic principles that can transform your life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Join us on this journey of growth, resilience, and self-mastery. Together, we'll continue to push beyond our limits and create lives of purpose, power, and peace.